So, and Bernard, for small business owners, for entrepreneurs, do you want to give folks just in round numbers an idea of how much more expensive it is to deal with the problem after it's come up versus being more preventative in terms of getting the right contracts in place in the first place?
Sure. And, listen, I have a law firm we're a small firm ourselves, small company ourselves, and we're designed specifically to work with other small companies. So our rates and our fees are going to be a lot different from what you might find on Wall Street or at a larger center city firm here in Philadelphia. But speaking in very broad terms, you're probably talking single digit thousands for an attorney to help with a contract on the front end. However, if something goes to litigation, if courts are involved, if there are two different law firms battling it out, you're talking tens of thousands of dollars. So the difference is pretty stark.
So, and my guess is most people who end up in court don't think that that's where things were going to end up when they got started.
One of the things that I love about entrepreneurs is how optimistic entrepreneurs can be. I mean, you have to be, right, to launch a company and to step out in faith, without any sort of support or anything buttressing you up. Just believing in yourself. You need that optimism, and I think that's awesome. But where I think sometimes entrepreneurs stumble is that at that optimistic worldview, they don't see the red flags, or they ignore them, or they think that, yeah, that may have happened to that other person, but that won't happen to me. And that's why if you want to talk about sales, it's so much easier for me to become engaged by a client who's been threatened by litigation and who has that to deal with than it is to be engaged by a client who's contemplating entering into a joint venture or some other business transaction. Because that fear of litigation and all the things that potentially could come out of that once that lawsuit happens is just, in some cases, it can be catastrophic, and it can mean the end of that company. So my role becomes amplified when there's a dispute. But what I'd rather do is help people much earlier than that. I'd rather help on the front end. It's